everybody, Jessie here from jessiebanks.com, and welcome back to the third part of this coloring of the Four Seasons Boys and Girls Stamp, the spring or the summer stamps from CC Design September release. So I'm working on the background on this one, and I'm starting off with, I didn't read the color of this, I do believe it's kelp green. Prismacolor pencil. They're all Prismacolor pencils for this one. I went with those just because lots of people already have them in their stash, and they're probably the most affordable and easiest to come by. Sorry, I'm feeling a little sick. If you notice, my voice is kind of funny. I also just woke up a few minutes ago. So I'm going around and I'm just adding in the deepest parts of the shadows. So what I do is I'm going to block in the grass before I add in the sky, and then I'll finish the grass afterwards. Sorry. Ugh. I've only sped this up to 2 times the original speed, so it's fairly slow. When I do my backgrounds like this, I don't spend as much time working on the blending and putting as many layers on and getting it quite as dark. That's not the main focus. I like to kind of have some of the craft paper show through so you know what I've colored on. If I want something to be solid and 100% colored, I'm just going to do it on white paper. And when I color with colored pencils on white paper, I usually color on either that Canson Metines or Metines, I never pronounce that correctly, or Fabriano Artistico 140 pound hot press watercolor, either the regular or the extra white, depends on the day and what's closest to me when I'm printing or stamping. So I'm just going to blend it all the way out into the light colors. I do believe this one is apple green or spring green, something like that. And then I end up with, this is lime peel, and it's tiny, and I love this color so much. I have another one. I don't want to have to open it. I want to use this one till it's gone, and I really need to give up or buy myself a pencil extender, one of the two. So now I'm coming through with indigo blue, and I'm going to go in and map out where I'm going to put my clouds on this image. And I just block them in freehand. It's a cartoon image, the clouds don't have to look realistic, so I just do off-shape, puffy clouds. Super simple. Takes me a few minutes to decide, or a few seconds to decide where I want to put it, but I was going to go up from there, but then it was going to be even with the one on the other side, and I didn't want it to be level with the one on the other side, so that's why it ended up where it is. Do you hear my coffee pot in the background? First cup of coffee this morning. It's almost ready. So once I get those mapped out, I will take that indigo blue still, and I will start, did I use indigo blue? Yeah. And I will start going into, I kind of go into all the corners of the images, if that makes sense, anywhere where it makes a corner. And I'll slowly start blending out that blue. Just adding in a very little bit. And like I said in the last video, I did, before I started the background here, go through with a super sharp black Prismacolor pencil and redefine all of the artist run lines that I started with, just to make sure everything was nice and black and crisp. Now when I did his shorts, I didn't go real dark between his legs because I didn't want his shorts to blend into the sky. Sorry, that's my coffee pot telling me it's ready. I didn't want his shorts to blend into the sky and to make it look like he had a skirt on. So I was very careful with how much of the dark color I put in that area. And like I said before, I have a picture of it at the end of the video, but if you'd like to see the finished card and everything, it's also over on my blog. And that link and all the links to the stamps and everything will be in the description box below. So now we're coming in with, I'm not sure what color this is. True Blue? Non-Copenhagen? No, I don't know. I missed what the colored pencil was. But I do another coat, so we'll see it on the second go around. I do believe I put 2 coats on this. If I turn the pencil a little more, I'll be able to read it. And I hold my pencil back a little further when I do things like the background like this, just to have less control is basically what it's for. It's to let the pencil definitely touch the paper a lot lighter and not be as precise on where everything's going. I can still control it enough to keep it from going inside of the image, but it lets it just look a little freer and blend out a little smoother on the paper. And this one is light cerulean blue. Like I said in the last video, I really love these 2 sets from CC Designs. I hope Christine and them come out with more like this, where you get 3 or 4 images that are set to a certain theme, kind of a thing. And you have like 1 boy version and 1 girl version. It's awesome. And if you haven't picked them up yet, you probably should, because they're wonderful. So we're just carrying on, blending everything out. And it looks like I'm coloring a lot in those areas, and I am, but I'm putting barely any pressure on that paper. That color pencil is just slightly dusting the surface of it. Almost done with this color. I'm running out of things to talk about with this image. I don't normally do 3-part colorings, but I'm trying to record more of what I color to show you guys, rather than just like 1 every once in a blue moon. I've been recording everything. I think I've got like 5 on the back burner that I have to edit and get up, so you guys have lots of coloring coming. So if you're not subscribed and you enjoy this kind of thing with this or markers or colored pencils, I'm working on one right now with Inktense pencils. Definitely subscribe. I would love to have you hang around. Then this is Blue Slate. It's a very light blue, but it's almost got a bit of a white or a real light gray undertone to it. And you can see now how that craft paper still comes through. You can see the blue, but it's not real bright and vibrant like in comparison to their clothing. I don't put a second coat on this. This is all it gets. I just realized that. Which is fine. I like the way it turns out, so But you can see how that craft paper keeps coming through. It's not solid. Like on her dress or their skin or his clothes or anything like that, you can't see the color coming through on the other side. Like the craft paper, it's just colored in, but on the sky you can really see it coming through, which is good. I like that. Lots and lots. And then this is Sky Blue Light. And this is almost white. And it kind of reads as a white on the craft paper. I did that really fast in real time because this is only 2 times the original speed and that pencil's kind of flying. So then I'll go back into the grass when I finish this off here. Oh no, I'm going to do the clouds themselves yet. Pardon me. I think. Yeah, I'm going to go back in with that indigo blue and I'm just going to add a little bit of shadow kind of to make them look a little bit puffier in the clouds. Again, when I pause like that, it's probably my son talking to me, and I don't ignore him, so. Cloud blue. Then a light coat of white. Now I'm just going back into the grass. I'm going to darken up some of the shadows a little bit. Oh, that lead's broken. I just pushed it back in. And then I'm just going to add in some tufts of grass. And I do that with all the colors that I use to blend the grass the first time. So I do believe I show them as I go. So that's it for this image. I hope you guys enjoyed the 3 parts of this image and that it wasn't too much for you all. I tried to break it up a little bit so it wasn't like an hour and a half long video. Like I said before, if you haven't subscribed, please do that below. If you know a friend that would enjoy it, share it. Like the video, leave me a comment. I'll get back to you, you know, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.